State winds up its preseason schedule tonight here at PNC Arena against Barton College. After tonight, all the games start counting. Barton had a 20-11 season last year. They were 11-4 in Conference Carolinas. They've been picked in preseason to finish second in the conference to King University, which beat Barton in last season's conference title game. 3 returning starters are back for head coach Ron Levency. For head coach Mark Gottfried of the Wolfpack, State coming off a win over Lynn University last Thursday, 100-66, in its first preseason game, shooting 60% in the second half. Let's get into our Carolina Ford keys to the game. Get road court advantage in a new Ford at your Carolina Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Wolfpack basketball. I think the first thing for State, Tony, is just a better start than the Wolfpack had on Thursday. I think that could probably be explained, but you got to go out and do it here tonight.
Yeah, and on both ends of the court, because NC State early in the game the other night had a tough time keeping the ball out of the paint, as Lynn was able to get inside the NC State defense off the dribble. So I think it needs to be better coordination off the ball screens in your man-to-man defense, but just staying in front of the ball a little bit better tonight. That's something they work on all the time. It's going to be a work in progress, but I think that Coach Gottfried would like to see some improvement when it comes to just guarding your man off the dribble. If you can do that, that sets up the rest of your defense, and you can become a pretty good man-to-man defensive team. The other night, what turned the game around was the matchup zone and then the zone press, but NC State did not have a lot of success keeping the ball out of the paint with a man-to-man defense, so I think they'll be looking for improvement in that area. The other thing on offense tonight, I think you'll you'll see the Wolfpack try to get more inside touches for the post guys. There wasn't a lot of outside interaction in the half-court offense, because especially in the first half, the ball wasn't moving. There weren't a lot of passes. We talked about how impatient NC State was. Mark Gottfried mentioned it to you about there being some impatient with the offense early in the ball game. And, I think they're going to demand as we go along more inside post touches for Malik Abu, for B.J. Anya, for Yurtseven when he's in the ball game. That's important, too, because you've got to let the defense know that you're willing to throw the ball in there. It doesn't necessarily mean that your post player is going to score every time, but if you throw it in there, you force the defense to react, and it makes it easier to keep the ball moving side to side and get the shots that you're looking for.
Pack wants to run, and in order to do that, a lot of things have to happen, but one thing I think Mark Gottfried wants to see tonight is for the Wolfpack to push the tempo, get the ball out of the basket even when Barton makes some shots, and throw it to half court quickly and start the second, the first break or the secondary break.
Yeah, that's a good point too, and he mentioned that to you, and I hadn't really even thought about that, but that's something that they work on in practice a lot, is that after made baskets, getting the ball in quickly and trying to get a numbers advantage even after a made basket. Look, most fast breaks come after turnovers and misses, but it doesn't mean that you can't get an easy one every now and then by pulling the ball out of the net and pushing it up. North Carolina over the years has done a great job with that, and that's something that they work on. NC State wants to get better at that on made baskets, pushing the ball up the floor before the defense is set up, and I'm sure we'll see NC State have a little more urgency on the defensive end tonight after the ball goes in the hoop, getting the ball in quickly and pushing it.
I think the Pack's got to take advantage of its athleticism in this game, too. Obviously, the Barton bigs, they've got some bulk. 6'9", 240-pound senior Nick Ellison is in there, along with 6'10", Daniel Westbrook. Westbrook, a very, very thin player, more of a three-point shooter. But this Wolfpack team looks to me, just watching these guys warm up, the Pack looks a lot more athletic, needs to take advantage of that.
Yeah, athletic and strength and power inside, especially B.J. Anya and Malik Abu. The other night, NC State pretty much dominated the boards, 56-37, although Lynn did get 10 offensive rebounds. And again, a lot of those offensive rebounds, to me, came as the result of dribble penetration. You get the guards penetrating your defense, all of a sudden the bigs are helping up. They're out of position to rebound the basketball, and that's how offensive rebounds often happen. Not that that's horrible, 10 offensive rebounds in a game, but, again, a lot of times the number of offensive rebounds you give up, there's a direct correlation between how good your defense is. If you're keeping the ball on the perimeter and not giving up a lot of dribble drives, then you got a much better chance to rebound the basketball.
And, of course, Barton will have a very, very tough matchup problem at point guard with Dennis Smith Jr. Danny Shand is a two-time All-Conference Carolinas player, but Smith's a special player.
He is, and I'm kind of interested and curious to watch Dennis as we go through the early part of the season. He is one of those guys that is capable of taking over a basketball game, but he's also the point guard, meaning that his number one job is to get everybody else involved. So there's kind of a fine line between those two. You know, Cat Barber was more of a takeover point guard last year because he had to be. With this team, Dennis Smith shouldn't be in a position where he has to score all the time. And again, that's going to be a feel for the game, which he seems to have very well for a guy as young as he is.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is State Basketball on the Wolfpack Sports Network. Up next, the starting lineups at PNC Arena. It's Barton College at State coming up next on the Wolfpack Sports Network.
Wolfpack Basketball is brought to you by Harris Teeter, where Wolfpack fans shop for groceries. CPI Security, protection you can count on, conveniences you will love. And by Duke Energy, we're providing power for your life. The tip is moments away. This is NC State Basketball.
Time for more basketball here from PNC Arena. Final preseason tune-up for the Pack, which will host Georgia Southern in the regular season opener coming up on Friday night. But tonight it's Barton College, and we're ready to go with the lineups. And the start of tonight's game is the voice of the Wolfpack, Gary Hahn.
Thank you, Tony Haynes. Ron Levency is in his 21st season at Barton College. He has won 378 games and an NCAA Division II National Championship in 2007. Here's his lineup. At one guard will be 6'2" senior R.J. Claypool from Woodbury, Minnesota. 9.4 points, 4.9 rebounds, almost 2 assists, and 1 steal. A year ago, one of 3 returning starters. The point guard is a returning starter. Barton's best player, 5'11" junior Danny Shand from Baltimore, Maryland. The leading returning scorer at 14.1 points a game. Led the team in assists last year, was 26th in the country in assists at 5.4 assists a game. And he led the team in steals at 1.2. The third guard is Tyler Thayer from Wilmington, North Carolina, a UNC Pembroke transfer. 6 points, 1.2 rebounds, played in 31 games last season, led the team in 3-point makes and attempts. He shot 38% from beyond the arc. The two bigs inside are 6'9", 240-pound senior Nick Ellison from Westminster, Maryland. Played sparingly in 30 games last season, averaged 1.5 points and 1.8 rebounds. And 6'10" senior Daniel Westbrook from Hunt High School in Wilson, North Carolina. 10.3 points, 5.4 rebounds, 1.5 blocks to lead the team there. And he was also the team's best three-point shooter at 41%. That's the lineup for Barton College for Mark Gottfried and the NC State Wolfpack. Gottfried in his 6th year. The Pack coming off a 16-17 season last year, 5-13 in the ACC. Here's Coach Gottfried's lineup. It's basically 4 guards and a big. The point guard is Dennis Smith Jr., 6'3", 195, true freshman out of Fayetteville, dynamic player, the preseason ACC Rookie of the Year, 22 points on Thursday night against Lynn University. The second guard is Terry Henderson, 6'4", 190, redshirt senior from Raleigh, West Virginia transfer who missed last season after an ankle injury in the opener. He had 10 points, 3 assists against Lynn on Thursday. Dorn, D-O-R-N, from Charlotte, North Carolina, is the third guard, 6'6", 208, redshirt sophomore, one of the Pack's most versatile players, 9 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist against Lynn. Maverick Rowan is a guard forward, 6'7", 220-pound sophomore from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Started 31 games, was the Pack's number 3 scorer a year ago. 12.9 points, 3 rebounds for Rowan, who shot 34% from behind the arc. And the big inside is Abdul Malik Abu from Boston, 6'8", 240, a junior. The state's number 1 rebounder, number 2 scorer last year. 12.9 points, 8.8 rebounds, 1.3 assists. Had a double-double on Thursday against Lynn with 10 points and 15 rebounds. Dwayne Gladden, Tony Chiazza, and rookie Justin Porterfield are the officials, all from the ACC. It's Ellison to jump it up against Abu. Here's the toss, the tip. It's controlled by State. Dennis Smith Jr. with the basketball. Man-to-man defense by Barton. Rowan gets the pass from Smith behind the arc right wing. On top to Abu. Abu turns, free throw line, sends it out left wing to Henderson. Now top of the key to Rowan. Shoots a jumper. It rolls in after it hit the rim of the glass and went down through a two-pointer from just inside the arc from Maverick Rowan. 2-0 State. At 19:35 to go here in the first half. Here's Barton's offensive possession. The first one, Danny Shand with a basketball, gives it out to Westbrook. On the right side to Claypool. They whip it around the perimeter to Shand. Drives around Smith to the basket. High arching shot off the glass, no good. Rebound tracked down by Dorn on the sideline. Gets it to Smith. Headman pass on the lob for Henderson, lays it up and in. Nice lob by Dennis Smith Jr. and Henderson just dropped it down through the basket. 4-0 State. Barton with a basketball. Here's Tyler Thayer with it behind the arc right wing. Hands off to Shad. Shad drives around Smith. Tried to whip a pass in low to Westbrook, and it was deflected off Malik Abu. And with 14 to shoot, it'll belong to Barton. Man-to-man starting out defensively for both teams. Here's Shad to throw it in. Gets it into Westbrook, left of the lane. Quick jumper, no good. Ellison on the follow, won't go. And Westbrook crashes the boards, and we've got a whistle.
There's the case of what Mark Gottfried was talking to you about, Gary, when NC State goes to that smaller lineup. Who's going to rebound? You need your guards to rebound. Well, that time NC State got one of its guards, Maverick Rowan, isolated against the big guy, Nick Ellison, who's 6'9" and a senior. Ellison just kind of overpowered Maverick Rowan to go ahead and get that offensive rebound and earn the foul and a couple of free throws.
And he drops the first one in. First foul of the ball game on Maverick Rowan. 18:52 to go. We're early here, first half. Pack's final exhibition game. 4-1, State leads, make it 4-2 as Ellison knocks in both foul shots. And here comes State. Dorn gets the ball out of the basket quickly, gets it up almost to midcourt to Smith. Smith drives down the lane, and Shad tries to reach in. And we've got a foul on Danny Shad. That'll be his first, team's first. So Shad tried to drive past Smith at one end, and Smith trying to drive past Shad at the other. That's a good matchup tonight. Pack inbounds. Smith gets it out of the timeout, middle of the lane to Abu. Right side to Henderson. Henderson to Abu on the high post. He rises, he fires, he hits.
A couple of post touches there. Went inside out, then back into Abu. About a 14-footer. Boy, if he can perfect that shot, it'll take his game to a new level.
6-2 Wolfpack. Here's Westbrook with it. Big guy, top of the key. Right wing, got it to R.J. Claypool. He'll drive toward the right side of the lane, down to the high post, and Ellison. He tries to feed the post inside to Westbrook. Picked off. Here's Dorn with it for State. From right to left. Dorn into the front court, crossover dribble. Down the lane he goes, all the way to the hole. Layup good. What a move by Torin Dorn.
And he did it all. How about that? Dono, he stole it. He pushed the ball up the court, and then he finished at the other end.
8-2 Wolfpack. Here's Shad driving all the way to the basket. Sends it out for a right corner jumper. Good for 3 by Claypool. 8-5, Pack by 3. Up-tempo game. Here's Smith getting it right sideline to Maverick Rowan. Down to Abu. To Dorn. His pass inside, picked off by Thayer. Thayer down the floor to Claypool. He lost it. And here comes Dorn with it the other way. 3-on-1. Left wing to Smith. Open. Pulls the trigger for 3. He missed it. Dorn on the follow-up and in.
How active has Torin Dorn been early in this game? Both ends of the court. He's got a couple of steals there, an offensive stick back.
10-5 Wolfpack. 17:25 to go in the first half. Barton College with the basketball. Thayer behind the arc right wing. Gives it up to Shad. He fakes against Dennis Smith Jr. Now he'll drive left-handed to the top of the key. Hands off to Thayer. Pump fakes. He won't take the shot. Gives it away to Shad. Shad drives down the lane. Now to Ellison. Right side for a 15-footer. No good. Rebound. Terry Henderson for the Pack. Henderson in traffic. Bringing the ball up the floor. Henderson left wing to Rowan. Rowan spots up. Now he'll drive. And as he got into the lane, we've got a whistle and a foul. And the foul is going to go against Tyler Thayer of Barton. That'll be his first and the team's second. 4 new faces check in for Barton, leaving Claypool, Ellison, Shad, and Thayer. Here's Pack inbounding for the baseline. Rowan gets the pass from Smith. Now gets it away to Dorn at the point. Dorn top of the key with 23 to shoot. Now backs it out, gives it to Smith. He'll recycle the offense. We'll check those new Barton players for you as we move along here. Smith with a high post pass to Abu. Hand back to Smith. Left of the lane. Goes to the basket. He misses the one-hand jam. It's loose. And Westbrook tries to track it down. And he finally comes up with the ball on the sideline. With it is a new face in the game, Zach Grant, a 5'11 sophomore. Grant into the corner, gets it away to Matt Woods. Now to the top, and the big guy Westbrook for 3, no good. Deep rebound comes off to Dorn. Dorn driving, gets it to Abu on the left wing on the fast break, and he had it stripped away, knocked out of bounds by Zach Grant on the left baseline to possibly save a basket right there.
Boy,
16-20 remaining first half.
3 rebounds already for Dorn. We mentioned he could do everything. He's Mr. Versatility, and again, you see a difference, a big difference in the NC State team. Torin Dorn got that long rebound. He was off and running, leading the break, ability to handle the ball, make decisions in the break, and that's twice in the break. Malik Abu was outrunning the big men for Barton to get to the other end of the floor for an opportunity.
They say Abu was going up for a shot, so he will go to the line for 2, makes the first free throw. Checking out is Westbrook. So now in the ball game, 6'1 sophomore Matt Woods for Barton College. 6'5 freshman Miguel Brown. Second free throw goes down for Abu. The foul is on Zach Grant, his first, team's third. Grant will bring the ball up the floor. Gets it away to Isaiah Buck-Loman out of Woodbridge, Virginia, 6'6 freshman. Here's Woods with it, top of the key. Gives it away to Grant, fires for 3, just right of the key, no good. It rimmed out. Rebound, Dennis Smith Jr. Headband pass to Rowan. He lobs inside for Abu, who catches too far under. Pump fakes, trying to put it up. And he's hacked across the arm by Zach Grant.
Number 14, Zach Grant.
Grant committing 2 quick fouls coming in off the bench. That's the 4th for Barton, and we have timeout here at PNC Arena. Good start for the Pack. 15:57 to go in the first. It's State 12, Barton College 5, as you listen to preseason basketball on the Wolfpack Sports Network.
Well, NC State wanted to get off to a better start, and certainly the Pack has tonight in this exhibition game against Barton. The Pack has made 5 of 7 shots, leads Barton 12-5, and for the most part, NC State has been really good on both ends of the floor. Torin Dorn has done just about everything. You look across the stat line, that's what he's all about. He's got 4 points, 3 rebounds, already a couple of steals, and an assist. So he truly is Mr. Versatility. When we return, Malik Abu is going to step to the foul line again. And if you were with us during the pregame show, we were talking a little bit about Malik Abu and his ability to improve at the foul line, because other than Cat Barber, Malik Abu shot more free throws than any other player on the NC State team last year. He had 154 attempts, 63% shooter at the line last year. But if he can push that up about 10 percentage points, really make a difference for him. And already he's about to go to the foul line now for the 3rd and the 4th times early in this ball game. So far in the 2 exhibitions, Gary, at the foul line, Malik Abu is 4 for 4, and he's looked pretty darn good up there.
Let's set the Barton lineup for you. They'll go as many as 13 deep. They've got 6'3" freshman Jeff Gordon from Woodbridge, Virginia, into the ball game. It's his first college game as Abu goes to the line, makes the first of 2 free throws. We mentioned Matt Woods still in there before the break. Miguel Brown, 6'5" freshman, in as well for Barton. Here's Abu's second free throw for State. It is good. He leads the scoring parade now with 6 points early. 14-5 Wolfpack. Here's Matt Woods from Swannanoa, North Carolina, bringing the ball up the right sideline. Gives it away to Lohman. Lohman on the right wing to Woods. Woods picked up by Torrin Doran. Hands off and gets it away for a long jump shot by Lohman. No good. Tip no good. Rebound to Boo. Pass almost to midcourt to Dennis Smith Jr. Smith on the right side into the front court. They converge defensively on him, and now he'll move it out with the left hand to the point. Smith between the rings. Moves it on the right side. Now back to the middle of the floor. Bounces it down low in the left block to Abu. He spins around his defender and travels in doing so. That's the Pack's second turnover. 14-5 Wolfpack. 15-17 to go here in the first half. Both sides pretty filled here at PNC Arena. A little sparse in the end zones, and of course they have the upper deck curtained off here tonight. Barton with the basketball. Here's Lohman with it on the right wing. He gives it up to Boykin, who drives into the paint amongst the trees, sends it out on the wing. A bad pass off the hands of Jeff Gordon, out of bounds. Gordon, not the race car driver, but a freshman guard who can shoot and penetrate. Graduate of Potomac High School in Woodbridge, Virginia. And so the Pack gets the ball off on the Barton turnover. 14-5, Wolfpack with the ball in the lead. Here's Smith at the point. High post pass to Abu. Hands off to Smith. Smith, left wing, all the way to the baseline. Jump pass to the top of the key, and Henderson. Henderson will penetrate left of the lane. Leans in, passes inside for Dorn, who can't finish, right in front of the hoop. Rebound is loose on the baseline. Diving for it is Terry Henderson. It will be off of Henderson, and it should be Barton basketball.
Nope, they're going to change their mind.
Wow.
Gladden said off of Barton. He had pointed as if it was Barton's basketball, and he had a change of heart or realized he had pointed in the wrong direction. I think that's what it is. So NC State try to execute on an inbounds play here. You recall one of those the other night on their first inbounds play. They got a nice little dunk from Malik Abu. This is another thing in the exhibition games, Gary. You like to see some execution on these out-of-bounds plays.
Dorn and Smith out. Markel Johnson is in. They get it to Rowan, left of the key. He fires for 3, but away from the ball.
I think it's on BJ.
They got a clear out on BJ.
Yeah, they set a double.
Came in during that last timeout.
Yeah, they set a double screen. They did execute pretty well. I mean, Maverick got a good shot. 2 screeners were Abu and Anya, but foul is called.
Shan back in, drives the lane. Teardrop shot won't go. Rebound knocked outside where Rowan gets it. Away to Johnson. Back to Rowan on a give and go. Fast break, and he jams it one-handed. Maverick Rowan's second bucket. 16-5 Wolfpack. 14-13 remaining. 8-0 run now for NC State. Into the game, Dante Artis for Barton College. Right now, Sampson has it. Gets it to Brown, middle of the lane. Turns, fires, and hits.
Over Anya, too. That's an amazing shot. Looked like BJ almost got a finger on that shot.
Miguel Brown's first basket. 6'5" freshman out of Wilson. Graduate of Bedingfield High School. Guy who can score around the basket, and he did right there. 16-7. Wolfpack with the ball in the lead. Here's Henderson with a high post pass, and down low, we got a clear-out foul, and it is on
Abu.
Malik Abu. That is his first, and that'll be the team's third.
Threw his left arm out trying to get position in the high post, and that is one of the points of emphasis this year. They're not going to allow offensive players to clear out with their arms in order to get position.
Westbrook back at the ball game off the bench for Barton. Airs out a long three-pointer for the right corner, no good. Brown fights for the rebound, but we've got a push-off on the aforementioned Miguel Brown. That'll be his first, and the team's fifth. Out is Abu for State. And so it's Dennis Smith Jr., Markel Johnson, B.J. Anya, Henderson, and Rowan for the Wolfpack. State ball. Johnson will now operate at the point with Dennis Smith, the shooting guard. Here's Johnson driving the lane. Kicks it in the left corner for Rowan. Fakes a shot. Gets it away to Johnson, top of the key. Long pass right wing to Henderson. Fumbles it in the right-hand corner. Now rises, fires for 3. Got it. Gary Henderson's first three of the game. 5 points for him, 19-7 Wolfpack. State's got its biggest lead as we approach the 13-minute mark of the first half. Artis almost turned it over, got it to the high post in Westbrook. Artis gets it back, fires up a wild shot, no good. Followed by Artis, no good. Rebound fought for. Anya's got it, whistle blows. And I think we've got a reach-in foul on Danny Shad, the starting point guard for Barton. Shad with his second. Going to be hard to keep up with all the player changes from Barton College tonight because it's like a hockey shift out there. They use 13 players, and they're constantly moving them in and out. Maverick Rowan checks out now for State. And back in is Torrin Dorn. Henderson with a basketball for the Wolfpack. Looks like a 1-2-2 zone. Here is Henderson with it left of the lane. In low to Dorn, and he scores. Dorn is 3 for 4, and it's 21-7 Wolfpack. Coming the other way is Barton. Whipping a pass down low as Claypool underneath. Shot blocked as Brown had his shot blocked. Loose ball. Dorn's got it. Down the floor to Dennis Smith. Smith drives the lane. Finger rolls it up. He got it. Smith's first basket. 23-7 Wolfpack. Here comes Barton the other way. Sideline left with the basketball is Dante Artis. Gives it away to Claypool as it raked out of his hands by Johnson right into the Wolfpack bench where head coach Mark Gottfried picks up the loose ball. Now Brown checks out. One of the bigs, Ellison, back in for Barton. 12:09 to go in the first half. 23-7 Wolfpack. So the two bigs are down the game at the same time. Ellison and Westbrook for Barton. Barton inbounds from the left side. Artis with a basketball. Gets it on the left wing to Claypool. He drives. Cross-court skip pass picked off by Dennis Smith. Smith behind the back dribble. Had it knocked away by Artis. And a backcourt foul on Dante Artis of Barton. His first, team sixth.
NC State very active defensively tonight. The man-to-man has been much better. That's the fourth steal for NC State in this game. A dangerous cross-court pass attempted, and Dennis Smith lurking on the weak side of the court just too quick. He's going to be able to get under a ball that has that much hang time, and looks like the Pack's in the 1-and-1 already. So Dennis Smith Jr. going the line for one in the bonus.
Terry Henderson checks out for the Pack. 6'7" true freshman Darius Hicks out of Mississippi, a big body who can rebound and score close to the basket, is now in for the Pack. Smith fires up the free throw, and he nails it. The Pack is 5 out of 6 as a team at the line tonight.
19 of 25 on Thursday night. Something Coach Gottfried cited in the postgame show.
Second free throw, no good, but Dorn gets the rebound in the middle of the lane and clears it outside to Dennis Smith Jr. Here is Dennis Smith. Smith rejects it on your screen, drives, now steps back, shoots a jumper, 16-footer, won't go for the wing, and the rebound pulled down by Nick Ellison. Ellison down the floor to Sampson. Sampson gets it away to R.J. Claypool, who drives left of the lane. High post pass to Ellison, back to Claypool for the baseline jumper from the left wing, no good. Rebounded by Hicks for State to Dennis Smith Jr. Smith brings it up the floor, bangs right into Ellison near the top of the key. Ellison goes down. That's a blocking foul on Barton's big guy, Nick Ellison, at 6'9", 240 pounds. That'll be his first, team 7th. So this should put the Pack in the bonus when we come back. 11:27 to go first half. State 24, Barton College 7. You're listening to preseason basketball on the Wolfpack Sports Network.
Here in the first half of this exhibition game against Barton College, 24-7. NC State leads it. Pack right now on a 16-2 run. I tell you, State's defense has been swarming tonight. Much better with the man-to-man defense. Pack very active, a lot of deflections. Been able to get some steals. Dennis Smith Jr. doing his thing. And you saw an example of what's going to happen with Dennis Smith on that foul right there. He was coming off the middle ball screen. The big man guarding the screener jumped out in his path, trying to double him. A hard hedge, trying to get the ball out of Smith's hands. But it's a clever play by Dennis. A lot of times if you're a point guard, you're a quick point guard, and you take the initiative to go right into that hedging defender, blocking foul is going to be called, and that's what Smith did, and he's back at the foul line.
He hits the first of the 1-on-1. Here's the back end. It's good. 5 points for Dennis Smith. Henderson with 5. Abu with 6. Dorn with 6. 26-7. Wolfpack has its largest lead. Here's Sampson getting it to the high post, and Westbrook now to Ellison on a cross lane pass. Ellison shot blocked away, and the Pack comes up with a loose ball. Here's Smith with it down the lane. Finger rolls to the hole. He scores. 7 for Dennis Smith. 28-7 Wolfpack. Barton College attacking the goal to our right. Tashawn Sampson drives around Markel Johnson and lays it high off the glass and got it. Sampson with his first basket, and it's 28-9. Dorn open left wing off a pass from Smith. Airs out a three-pointer, no good. Westbrook with a rebound. Whistle blows. Timeout called by Ron Levency, the head coach for Barton. They want to get a player into the game right now. Zach Grant, 5'11 sophomore, who came off the bench a little while ago and got 2 quick fouls.
I think one of their guys, too, Sampson, was limping, and he may have turned his right ankle, so they're checking him out right now.
And for the Wolfpack, Omer Yurtseven, the 7-foot true freshman from Istanbul, Turkey, is now in the game for the Pack. With a basketball for Barton. Here's Grant to the high post, and Westbrook down left wing to Boykin. Boykin gets it away to R.J. Claypool. Back to Boykin. Boykin starts to drive against Dennis Smith. There's contact, and we've got a whistle. It's on Dennis Smith Jr. of State. That'll be his first, and that's the 4th team foul on the Pack. 10:26 to go in the half. 28-9 Wolfpack. Barton inbounding left sideline. Ball goes into Zach Grant. Grant driving right wing behind the arc. Now gives it up on top to Michael Boykin. Boykin lightning quick, dives down the lane, fires up a circus shot to the hole and almost went in. Bounced off to the right, no good. And we've got a whistle and a state foul coming up. I think this is going to go against Yurtseven. That would be his first foul and the team's 5th. This will send 6'1 freshman Michael Boykin from Clinton, North Carolina to the line. His first college game. This kid's got an explosive first step. He misses the free throw. He's working his way back from the preseason injury. Graduate of Trinity Christian School. Out of the lineup goes Claypool, as well as Ellison. Back in for Barton. Tyler Thayer checking into the lineup. And Miguel Brown back in as well. Second free throw goes down. And the Wolfpack coming the other way from left to right. Here's Smith left of the lane. Driving against Thayer with 20 to shoot. Now he backs up behind the arc. He's going to try to go baseline again. Now circles back on the wing. Gives it up to Markel Johnson. 14 to shoot. 10 minutes left in the half. 28-10 Wolfpack. Here's Johnson. Right wing pass to Dorn. He'll knife his way into the lane. Kicks it back to Johnson for a straight on three. He got it. Markel Johnson's first basket of the game. And it's 31-10. Pack by 21. 9:44 remaining. Zach Grant with a basketball deep on the right side. Long cross-court skip pass to Thayer for 3. He bangs it off the rim. No good. Fight for the rebound. Ball out of bounds right baseline. And who's it going to belong to?
They're going to give it to Barton, but I didn't see that one. Looked like it went off of Westbrook. But Barton's going to get another possession, 30 on the clock.
So Grant will trigger it in. Sends it in the left corner to a wide open Thayer for 3. He missed it. And the rebound off the hands of Dennis Smith Jr. and out of bounds. So Barton will get another opportunity and another 30 on the shot clock. 9:32 to go on the game clock. We're in the first half here at PNC Arena. 31-10 Wolfpack. Ball inbounded, baseline right. Goes into Boykin. Couple of dribbles, up for a jump shot, way short. Yurtseven with the rebound for State. Long pass down the floor to Smith. Goes to the hole, has it raked away. Loose ball inside, and it's stolen by Barton and Brown. To Thayer. Down the floor, it goes to Boykin. Boykin to the line, to the lane, to the hoop. He missed the shot. Yurtseven with a rebound at the foul line. Gives it to Smith. Long down the floor to Johnson. Back to Smith. Fast break layup. Good.
Well, Yurtseven twice in a row doing a good job getting the rebound, immediately looking up the floor to get that break started with a nice outlet pass to Dennis Smith.
33-10 Wolfpack, 8:58 to go in the first. Here's Westbrook with the pass in the wing, picked off by Smith. Smith on the breakaway down the floor, fouled. The shot no good. And Michael Boykin will be whistled for the foul, his first, team's 8th, and Dennis Smith Jr. back to the line. Smith has 9 first half points.
Well, he's as good as advertised. I'll tell you, he's incredibly explosive. He knows how to change pace, too, in the half court off the dribble. I mean, he could stop and go, and when he goes, he's really going like a jet. And then that vertical explosion around the rim is, you know, that's just God-given there. The ability to elevate and finish. We've seen him do it a couple of times with some nice finger rolls in this game. He is a really exciting player.
Westbrook Grant and Boykin out for Barton. First free throw went down for Smith. Second one in and out. Yurtseven fights for the rebound. Tips it back outside. Dorn's got it. Left of the key. Dorn off a screen by Hicks. He'll now back out and recycle the offense. Good move by Dorn. High post pass to Yurtseven. Yurtseven hands off to Dorn, right of the lane. Dorn backs up. Now he'll move into the paint. Hangs. Jump pass to Rowan for three, left wing. It's off the rim and over the glass and out of bounds. Stops the clock with 8:33 remaining. 34-10 Wolfpack. Matt Woods back in for Barton, along with Isaiah Buck Lohman. Also in the game, Jeff Gordon and Thayer. They whip it around the perimeter. Here's Lohman with it on the right wing. Hands off to Woods. Woods bounces it to Thayer, a three-point shooter. Along the left sideline, back to Woods with 15 to shoot. Now to Thayer. He's open. Pulls the trigger for three, left wing. He can't get it to go. Rebound Maverick Rowan for State. Pack up 34-10 with the ball. 8:08 to go in the half. Dorn long down the floor to Terry Henderson, who's back in for the Pack. Now to Hicks, left wing to Rowan. Hands off to Dorn. Dorn, left sideline. Puts it on the floor. Now he's double teamed. Gets it to Yurtseven on the low block. Kicks it out to Rowan. Rowan down low to Hicks. Hicks right baseline. He'll curl the hoop. Hangs, fires, scores, and a foul.
That was beautiful ball movement, too. Getting the ball moving side to side. Yurtseven is a very good passer from the post. And Dorn playing point guard that sequence and really did a nice job initiating the offense.
That's the 9th team foul on Barton College. We have a timeout here at PNC Arena with 7:50 to go in the first half. It's State 36, Barton College 10. You're listening to Wolfpack preseason basketball.
Boy, NC State has been spectacular here in the first half. Wolfpack has outscored Barton here recently 28-5. State's been good running its half-court offense. State has been good in transition. Dennis Smith has scored 11 of the Wolfpack's last 15 points. And up top in the pregame, we talked about Mark Godfrey's desire to play a little bit better man-to-man defense tonight. State has really done that. Barton is only 3 of 21 from the field, 6 turnovers. The Pack's perimeter players have done a nice job switching on the handoffs. There was a lot of perimeter handoffs featuring a lot of perimeter players for Barton. And NC State, that's kind of like a simple thing, but NC State's done a nice job communicating and switching those and keeping the ball out of the paint.
Darius Hicks makes the free throw. He was fouled before the timeout by Barton's Miguel Brown. He's got 3 points. It's 37-10 Wolfpack. 7:44 to go in the first half. Danny Shan back in, the starting point guard for Barton. Long pass on the right wing. Goes into the corner to Woods for three. He missed it. Tip no good. Rebound pulled down by Terry Henderson for State. Here's Henderson on the dribble drive from right to left. He pulls up top of the key, gets it away to Rowan. Now down deep to Yurtseven. Has it raked away. It's stolen by Barton. Coming up with it is Jeff Gordon. Down the floor to Shand. Shand all the way to the bucket. Left-hand layup good. Danny Shand's first 2 points of the game. And it's 37-12. Here comes State the other way. Back with a big lead. 7:09 remaining first half. Here's Rowan open off the pass from Dorn. Airs out a three. It is short, and nobody touched the rebound. It deflected off the rim, went out of bounds in the left corner, and will belong to Barton College. Checking out is Miguel Brown for Barton. And Buck Lohman back in for the Bulldogs.
They went 2-3 zone that time down. Quick shot by Maverick Rowan. Of course, his eyes light up when teams go to zone against him.
With the basketball, Jeff Gordon on the right wing. Gives it a high post to Westbrook. Back to Gordon on a give and go. Goes to the hole. Lays it up. Got it. And he's fouled. Jeff Gordon's first basket.
State went a little matchup zone that time, and of course the number one priority of that zone is to prevent what just happened. Dribble drive like that. And now Barton's going to have a chance for a three-point play as they get to the foul line.
And this is Jeff Gordon at the line. Omer Yurtseven with his second foul, team sixth. Here's the free throw by the 6'3 freshman Gordon. Off to the right, no good. Yurtseven with the rebound for State. Headband pass to Dennis Smith, sideline right. He'll bring it up into the front court. Smith gives it away to Yurtseven. 2-3 zone by Barton. Here's Smith, right wing to Henderson. Henderson to Smith on the left wing, into the left-hand corner for Rowan. Starts to drive toward the left side of the lane and travels. That is turnover number 7 for the Pack here in the first half, which has to be one of the few negatives of this first half. for State. 6.5 minutes to go in the half. 37-14 Wolfpack. Danny Shad, sideline left with the ball. Gets it away to Woods at the point. On the right side to Jeff Gordon. He's open. He'll fire for three. He missed it. And the rebound tracked down by Henderson on the baseline. Gets it away to Smith. Long down the floor to Rowan. He'll drive underneath the yard 7 for the two-hand jam. Rowan with a nice assist pass, and it's 39-14 State. 6:03 remaining here in the first half. Danny Shand with a basketball. Two-time All-Conference Carolinas player. And the assist leader in the league last year. Gets it away to Gordon, deep right. Smith comes way out from the basket to try and gamble and create a steal right there. Instead, he fouls Gordon, so not a good play there by Dennis Smith. And I'm sure we won't be using that phrase many times this season when Smith makes a mistake.
State was in that matchup zone that time, and that's why it's one of the reasons it's confusing. The guards will come high up on the floor. Smith lifted up, was putting pressure on the ball, trying to get a steal. And that's one of those that Mark Godfrey was just talking to him. That's one of those fouls you can't pick up. He had one foul in the opening half. For a regular season game, when he got two like that, they'd take him out. So that's one of those reach-in fouls 30 feet away from the basket. When he's already got a foul, he won't be able to afford those types once you get, especially in the conference play.
Loman out, Ellison in for Barton College. First free throw for Barton's Jeff Gordon went down. Hicks checks out now for State. And checking in for the first time of the game, 6'8" sophomore Sean Kirk. Second free throw by Gordon goes down. And with 5:50 left to go, here's a press. Here's Smith breaking it, getting it to Rowan. Long three in transition. Good for the right side by Maverick Rowan. He's got his first three, 7 points, 42-16. Here's Shand driving right of the lane, goes to the hole, throws up a high arching shot off the glass. No. Rebound fought for, whistle blows. And I think Shand might have been stepping on the baseline and trying to collect that rebound. Back inbounds against the press. Here's Kirk. Midcourt to Henderson, sideline left. Henderson down the floor to Yurt 7, left baseline. Hooks a pass into the lane, knocked away, stolen. Westbrook comes out of there with it. His pass knocked right back in his face. He gets it, tries to throw it to midcourt, stolen away. Kirk comes up with the ball inside to Henderson. Up and in with a layup. And now Barton College throwing a link to the floor, inbounds pass. They get it to Claypool. He flips it outside of the wing to Gordon, who shoots an elbow jumper from the left wing, no good. Rebound is corralled by Claypool in the corner. Down low to Ellison. Whistle blows. And I think we got a State foul coming up. Yurt 7 picks up his third personal foul. And that is team foul number 8 here in the first half. Stops the clock with 5:02 remaining before the halftime break. 44-16 Wolfpack. Yurt 7 will check out. Torrin Dorn back in for State. And at the line, 6'9" senior Nick Ellison for Barton misses the free throw on the 1-and-1. And Torrin Dorn with a rebound to Henderson, left wing. He'll shoot a jumper in transition for three. Left side, no good. Tipped in by Dorn.
Man, that's his 8th rebound of the basketball game. He had 8 the other night, too. Man, he's a jack of all trades.
8 points, 8 rebounds for Dorn. 46-16, packed by 30. 4:40 to go. Westbrook at the high post, down low to Ellison. Now to Shad. Penetrates to the foul line. Left of the lane to Ellison. Now out back to Gordon. Gordon near the right elbow to Westbrook. Down low to Ellison, right of the lane. Flips to a diving Gordon, who was going to the basket. He tried a shot. It was stripped out of his hands. And a foul on Sean Kirk.
Dorn.
Of State. Kirk or Dorn? Was that 2 or 22?
I'll wait and see here.
Well, it's one or the other. Dorn wears 2. Kirk wears 22 on his Wolfpack uniform.
Yeah,
free throw.
Hang on, I'll put it up there in a second.
So Gordon now with 5 points off the bench.
It's on Dorn.
So that is his first. Take the foul away from Sean Kirk. 46-17 Wolfpack. Barton's Jeff Gordon, 6'3" freshman out of Woodbridge, Virginia, at the line for his second free throw. He knocked it down, and a whistle blows as a new player comes into the game, Michael Boykin, who we've seen earlier from Clinton, North Carolina, checking in for Barton. I'll tell you what, it's just like hockey here tonight. Subs are coming in and out all over the place.
Amazing. Chuck Hayden does it.
I don't see how he does it. Here's Henderson on transition. Gets a pass from Smith. Fires it in for 3. Left wing. Terry Henderson's second 3 of the game. And it's 49-18. 4:10 remaining.
Matchup again for NC State here.
Here's Shad driving against that matchup. Puts up a shot. Henderson blocks it out of bounds. Baseline right. That was Henderson, 6'4", going against the 5'11" Danny Shad. And Shad will inbound for Barton, baseline right. Looking. He'll throw it into the backcourt, and catching there is R.J. Claypool. He's double teamed. Has to pick up his dribble. His pass to the post, knocked away, stolen by Dennis Smith. To Henderson. Lobs for Maverick Rowan, and lobs for Sean Kirk, and he jams it in. 2 lobs on that fast break, and it's 51-18. 3:46 to go. High post pass going to Boykin. Boykin down low to Westbrook. 51-20. Here's Dorn with it for State. Now Henderson with it. Henderson will drive right baseline. And he travels with the ball. 8th turnover for State. And we have a timeout. 3:30 remaining in the half. 51-20 Wolfpack. This is the Wolfpack Sports Network.
Exhibition basketball, NC State winning big here over Barton. It is 51-20 Pack. 3:30 to go here in the opening half. And State has played some beautiful basketball here in the first half. The ball movement has been incredible. State right now with 11 assists on 19 made baskets. And that's one indication of how good State has been, both in the half court and in transition. And you talk about an active defense. The Pack has 6 steals in this game, numerous deflections in the game. And look at the fast break points. NC State with 22 fast break points compared to only 2 for Barton. So everybody in the basketball game for NC State likes passing the ball. And we've kind of seen an indication of that here tonight. We see some beautiful passes, some great breaks where the ball never hit the floor. And it's not just Dennis Smith. Dorn been tremendous as we've chronicled throughout this game. 8 points, 8 rebounds, a couple assists, 2 steals for him. Dennis Smith doing his thing. He's got 10 points. Terry Henderson, 4 of 5 from the field, including a couple of threes. So those 3 perimeter guys I just mentioned, they've been tremendous.
Well, the Pack's hot as a match at 70.4% shooting, and Barton cold as a mackerel, 21.4. How about that? Play back in. Here's Michael Boykin off the bench. To Shad, down to the high post of Westbrook. On the right side to Claypool. Down low to Ellison. Ellison right wing, gets it to Shad. Shad behind the arc, penetrates through 3 defenders. Kicks it left wing for a long 3 ball. No good. From the hand of Claypool. Rebound State. Here's Dennis Smith Jr. bringing it up sideline right for the Wolfpack. Hicks is back in, and Hicks tried to clear a man out near the free throw line right in front of official Tony Chiazza. And that is an offensive foul on Wolfpack forward Darius Hicks.
Yeah, Dennis Smith wanted Hicks to set a little random ball screen and transition right there. But the problem for Hicks, as you said, he just kind of barreled into the defender. You got to be in a set position.
Dennis Smith out. Markel Johnson in now for State. Barton with the basketball, trailing 51-20. 2:50 left of the first half. Michael Boykin with it behind the arc right wing. Gives it to Shad. Shad top of the key. Penetrates. Hangs. His pass back outside. Picked off by Dorn. Dorn 1-on-2 to the basket. He's stripped. And we've got a whistle and a foul. It's going to go on Shad. That will be the 3rd personal on Shad. Both teams are over the 10-foul limit now. So every time a player goes to the line, they'll get 2 shots no matter what happens. Dorn, so far in this first half, has 8 points. This will be his first trip to the line.
8 rebounds. That was his 3rd steal. And he has really been active with NC State. Well, that time State was back into the matchup zone. But he's just kind of been all over the place. And again, you see an indication of what he can do when he comes up with a steal like that. He isn't waiting around for the point guard. He can put it down and make a play on the other end.
Second free throw by Dorn is no good. Barton with a rebound. Shad out with his 3rd personal foul. Matt Woods now in at the point. Brings it up across the timeline. Gets it away to the big guy Westbrook between the rings. Now back outside to Woods. Woods gets it to Ellison down low. His cross-court pass picked off by Dorn. Down the floor to Johnson. Leaves it off for Sean Kirk. One-hand jam. 54-20. Wolfpack. The round is on here at PNC Arena. Barton with a basketball. Here's Dorn trying to guard Boykin, he stops him right of the lane. Boykin turns and he forces up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Claypool inside among the trees. He clears it out for a straight-on three by the big guy Westbrook, no good. Dorn with a rebound for State. Dorn on the dribble drive down the floor to Rowan. Spots up, shoots for three. Good in transition from the left side.
Dorn's involved in all these plays, man. I mean, that was his 9th rebound. He's got 5 steals, I believe, and now 3 assists.
Woods feeds the post to Ellison. Tries to hook a pass down low to Westbrook. Ball knocked out of bounds. And it'll belong. Well, apparently it went off of Ellison, so it'll belong to State. 1:32 remaining in the half. 57-20. Closest that Barton has been in this game came at about the 18-minute mark, 8-5. Since that, it's been all one-sided. 57-20 Pack. Pack's outscored Barton 49-15 since then. Here's Johnson with it. Stops right elbow. Gets it away to Rowan, top of the key. Left wing to Kirk for three. It's not his game. He missed that shot, and it's rebounded by Barton. With a rebound, Miguel Brown. Brown to Woods, down the floor in the left-hand corner to Westbrook. They clear it outside to Boykin, who drives down the lane. Leaves it off inside for Brown. He can't finish close to the hole. He's knocked on his keister. And we've got a Wolfpack foul. It's on B.J. Anya, his second. And both teams over the 10-foul limit. So 6'5" freshman Miguel Brown from Wilson, North Carolina, the home of Barton College, will go to the line for 2 free throws. 1 minute and 1 second remaining here in the first half. Free throw up good. 57-21 Wolfpack. Rowan will check out, and Henderson will come in now for the Wolfpack.
State still at 70% field goal shooting. Pack's also doing a nice job from the three-point line in this game, 5 out of 11.
Boykin out, Woods back in now for Barton. The Bulldogs, Miguel Brown, ready for his second free throw. Shot in the air. It's off to the right, no good. Shot Kirk with a rebound for State. Gives it up to Markel Johnson. Johnson into the front court now. He's the point guard for the Wolfpack. He moves toward the right sideline, sends it to the point, and Kirk left baseline for Henderson. He airs out a three. He missed it. And the rebound comes off to Woods. And Woods has it raked away by Hicks. Off of Woods, right in front of the Barton bench. Nice job by freshman Darius Hicks of the Pack. And the Wolfpack gets the ball back with 44.2 seconds remaining in the half, leading 57-21. Henderson to inbound, sideline right. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson puts the ball on the deck. Back to Henderson. Now to Johnson at the point. Zone defense by Barton. Right wing to Henderson. In low to Hicks, has it raked away, stolen. And at midcourt, here is Woods with the basketball. He'll take it all the way to the hole and score. 57-23. Wolfpack, 20 seconds remaining in the half.
It's like a kind of a 3-2 zone here for Barton, and it's confused NC State with the freshman point guard trying to figure out what he should get into here.
Here's Woods off a high screen from Anya, top of the key. He'll dive down the lane, dumps it in low to Hicks, reverse layup, high off the glass. He got it. Wow, what a power move by Darius Hicks right at the horn. That's the half. Half dominated by the Wolfpack. 59-23 at the break. The Pack with just tremendous ball movement in this game. Good half-court offense, beautiful transition offense, and some really solid man-to-man defense. And the Pack able to take advantage of some very poor passing as well by the Barton College Bulldogs. It's all culminated here into a 59-23 lead at the break, and you'd have to, if we were giving out a player of the game award right now, Tony, I think it would have to go to Torrin Dorn.
Oh man, what a great game he plays. Again, we were talking about it in the pregame when we were listening to some of his sound bites. Probably not a guy that's going to go out and get 30 points, but he might get you 12 points, 8 or 9 rebounds, dish out 5 or 6 assists. Be disruptive on the defense. He's been a part of just about everything NC State has done tonight defensively, and especially on the break. And we mentioned his rebounding. He's got 9 points and 9 rebounds, 3 assists in the first half. But, boy, State's man-to-man defense much better in the first half tonight. The Pack very disruptive, has 8 steals, And when you get those steals like that, that leads to some easy ones on the other end. And how about the fast break points for the Pack? 27 fast break points compared to only 4 for Barton. And the sharing of the basketball was beautiful by NC State. 14 assists on 22 made baskets. So across the board, I think Mark Gottfried has to be really happy. That was a terrific first half. But regardless of the caliber of the competition, State played hard and played really well together in that first half.
And the Pack able to use all of its top 10 players. 10 players played in the first half for State. 13 players played for Barton. Pack by 36 at the break in its final tune-up game before the regular season opener Friday night against Georgia Southern. Airtime will be 6 o'clock for that game. Tip-off will be at 7. 59-23 is your halftime score. State over Barton College. Tony Haynes will be back with the halftime show in a moment on the Wolfpack Sports Network.
(59-23) NC State leads here at the half. Let's take a look inside the numbers, brought to you by CPI Security. Protection you can count on, conveniences you will love. And if you're a State fan, you're going to love some of these stats. Pack shooting 69% from the field. State hit 22 of 32 shots overall, 5 of 12 from the three-point line, and 10 of 13 from the charity stripe. Meanwhile, Barton had a tough time with NC State's effort and athleticism on the defensive end. Barton only shot 22%, hitting 7 of 32, just 1 of 12 from the three-point line. They needed that shot to go in tonight to make it respectable. And 8 of 12 from the free throw line for Barton. Overall rebounding, State figured to have a big edge there, and that has come to fruition. 27 to 13 rebounding for State, each team with 5 offensive rebounds. State did some good things with its man-to-man defense, forcing 12 turnovers. The Pack had 13 points off of turnovers compared to only 4 for Barton. NC State turned the ball over a bit too much for Coach Gottfried's taste, though. 11 turnovers for NC State in the opening half. Individual scoring, 3 players with 10. Henderson, Dennis Smith, Maverick Rowan. They all had 10 apiece. And Henderson was 4 of 6 from the field. Maverick Rowan was 4 of 6. 9 points for Torrin Dorn. He's the guy that we cited a lot in the first half because of everything that he did. 4 of 6 shooting. He had 9 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals. So Torrin Dorn across the board was great. Malik Kapu only played 6 minutes, but he had 6 points and 1 rebound for the Pack. Darius Hicks got a basket right at the end of the half. He finished with 5 points. Taking a look at what's going on with Barton, obviously when you shoot 22%, just about everybody's having a tough time. But Jeff Gordon led the way off the bench. He had 6 points, although he's just 1 of 3 from the field. He did make 4 of 5 free throws. Color Masters Painting brings you points in the paint. Color Masters, professional commercial painters from offices, hotels, shopping centers, and everything in between. You can depend on Color Masters Painting, and NC State had its way with points in the paint as well. State scoring 30 points in the colored, well, it's not really colored here, but it's still inside the lane points in the paint, and only 12 for Barton. So stellar first half by NC State. I thought, Gary, really on both ends of the floor. That's what's exciting. And NC State's made obvious progress on the defensive end of the floor and with its ability to share the basketball on offense, whether it's in the half court or in transition.
And the Pack running a lot better than it did on Thursday night as well, and a lot faster. This game has been played at a much faster tempo.
And that starts with that active defense. You know, getting more hands on the basketball, and deflections and steals lead to runouts.
Jeff Gordon starts the half for Barton, along with Danny Shand, Michael Boykin. The man handling the basketball right now, Westbrook at the top of the key. And Shand driving, right baseline off the Westbrook pass, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded, outlet pass from Henderson to Dorn. Left wing to Smith. He'll fire a 3. Got it from the left side. Dennis Smith Jr. with his 13th point. Length of the floor pass on the inbound goes to Westbrook inside. Shot blocked by Dorn. Loose ball. Abu comes up with it for State. His pass to midcourt picked off by Shand. Goes to the basket against Abu. Misses the shot. And it's followed in by Jeff Gordon. Gordon with 8 points to lead the Barton scoring parade. And the Pack with the basketball here to begin the second half. Dorn with it, left wing to Smith. Down low to Abu. Goes to the basket, underneath, spins, puts it up, rolls off the rim, no good. Tip, no good. Abu tips again, and finally got it to go.
Great offensive rebounder. We talked about it last year. He was third in the ACC in offensive rebounds. 42% of all of his rebounds were on the offensive end. And how about that? The ability of Gary to jump not once, not twice, but 3 times and get back up there quicker than everybody else and tip it in.
Abu, Dorn, Henderson, Smith, and Rowan beginning the second half of the pack. With a basketball, Jeff Gordon to Westbrook, high post, backdoor pass for the layup, good by Boykin. 64-27 Wolfpack, 18:45 to go. Stay with the ball in the front court. Let's see what kind of defense Barton comes up with here. Looks like some kind of matchup. Here is Henderson with it. Right wing to Smith. Smith against what looks like a matchup zone. 16 to shoot. Outside to Henderson. Left wing. He'll fire for 3. He misfires. And the rebound pulled down by Miguel Brown for Barton College. Ahead to Danny Shand. Shand up the floor from right to left. All the way to the basket. Left-hand layup. Rolls off the rim. No good. Fight for the rebound. Dorn had it. Taken away by Shand. A whistle blows. And let's see. Going to go against Torrin Dorn for State. That'll be his second, team's first. Shand with some really quick hands inside. Got the steal. And then got the foul. And he's tried to put it right back up. He got stripped. He'll go to the line for 2. Here's the first free throw by Shand. Good. He's been held to just 3 points tonight. He came in last year as the leading scorer for Barton at 14.1. But the Pack's pretty much handcuffed him. Here's the second free throw. Off the back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound. Dorn's got it. That's 10 now for him. Dorn, long pass, right wing to Rowan for 3 in transition. He missed it. Rebound pulled down by Jeff Gordon. His outlet pass stolen away by Smith. Smith, 3-on-0 to the basket. 2-hand jam by Dennis Smith Jr. 15 for Smith. 66-28 Wolfpack. We're early here in the second half. Just under 18 minutes to go. Shand gets it away to Jeff Gordon on the right side of the big guy Westbrook. Down low to Brown. Brown penetrating right of the lane. Turns, fires up a wild jump hook. No good. Rebound tipped outside. Dennis Smith's got it. Doesn't have numbers. 1-on-4. Smith pulls up anyway. Shoots for 3. Good from the left side for Dennis Smith. How about that?
Showtime,
1-on-4, and he took them all on, and he got the 3. He's hit his last 5 shots. He's got 18 points to lead all scores in the game. 69-28 Wolfpack. 17.5 minutes to go. Here's Shand for Barton. On the right wing. Got it to Gordon. Right of the lane to Brown. Outside to Boykin. Boykin penetrating. Spinning against the double team. Lost the ball. Got it back. Put it up. Shot blocked. And I think Maverick Rowan is going to be the guilty party for State on the foul. That'll be his second. Team's second. Wow, this kid Boykin, who was a high school teammate of Dennis Smith at Trinity Christian School in Fayetteville. He's got some quicks. He'll go to the line for 2.
Probably got a lot of shots when teams tried to double team Dennis Smith, which I'm sure they did a little bit there in high school. He missed the first free throw. You know, Dennis, Gary, tends to be kind of a streaky perimeter shooter, but tonight he's got it going from out there. He's 2 for 3 from the arc and 6 of 9 overall.
He's hit a couple of threes here, both in this second half. Got 8 second half points. The second free throw no good, so Boykin missed them both. And Maverick Rowan with a rebound gets it away to Terry Henderson. Henderson across the timeline from left to right, gets it to Rowan. Left sideline for Smith for 3. It's in and out, no good. Rebound fought for, and Brown takes it away for Barton College. Gives it up to Shand. He lost his balance. Strip stolen away by Smith. Smith jams it. He got it near the free throw line on the takeaway, and then just took 2 big dribbles and jammed it in one-handed. 20 points for Dennis Smith Jr. 71-28 Wolfpack. 16:44 here to go in the second half. Here's Gordon with it to the high post of Westbrook. Hands off to Shad. Shad against Dorn. He'll shake and bake. Lost the ball. Got it back right of the lane. Kicks it to Westbrook. Right corner 3 on the way. No good. Rebound pulled down by Abu. Head man pass to Rowan. Long down the floor to Dorn for a 2-hand flush. Dorn with a fast break basket at 73-28. Man, I'm going to sleep good tonight. I'm getting tired already. Up and down. 16-18 remaining second half. And Ron Levency, the head coach of Barton, says that's enough. Timeout. 16-18 to go. This will be a full timeout. The score 73-28. The Wolfpack cruising over Barton College in its final tune-up game before Friday night's regular season opener. We'll take this timeout with them. This is State Basketball on the Wolfpack Sports Network.
Well, Wolfpack picking up where it left off in the first half. Here to start the second half. State has outscored Barton 14-5, and it's a healthy lead. 73-28. State with 16-18 to go in the ball game. Dennis Smith, spectacular again tonight. 20 points, 7 of 11 shooting. He's also made 4 of 6 from the foul line. Dennis showing off his three-point touch and his dunking ability here in the second half. And the Pack just continues to stay active on the defensive end, and that's really set up these fast break opportunities. The Pack has 10 steals in the game, and you look at these fast break points, it's devastating right now. The Pack, 39 fast break points compared to just 4 for Barton, and that all starts with defense. And State did play some of its matchup zone in the opening half, but the man-to-man has been so much better tonight that Mark Godfrey has stayed with it longer, and it's created some run-out opportunities for State. So this team looking really good right now as it gets ready for the regular season.
R.J. Claypool, Zach Grant, and Isaiah Buck-Loman are down the ball game for the Barton College Bulldogs. Here is Grant with the basketball, driving left of the lane. Gets it away to Claypool. Claypool left baseline. Got it to Grant. He'll penetrate left of the lane. Hangs, fires, got it over Smith. First basket for Zach Grant out of Richmond, Virginia. Grant's a sophomore, a combo guard, and he makes it 73-30. 15:56 to go. Here's Smith lobbing in low for Abu. He lost it, got it back, jammed it in. 10 points for Malik Abu. 36-18. The Pack leading on the boards so far. Pack shooting 50% here in the second half. Here's Woods with it. Back in for Barton. Gets it away to Zach Grant. Back to Woods. Long three. Left wing. No good. Tip no good. Rebound fought for Abu. Outfights Loman for the basketball. Abu with it. Down the floor to Dorn at the foul line. He steps to the basket and scores. 2 for 2 this half for Torrin Dorn at 77-30. Barton College with a basketball against State's man-to-man. Here's Grant driving around, Rowan to the hole, floats up a shot off the glass, no good from left of the lane. Rebounded by Henderson at the foul line, had it knocked away, stolen by Woods. Left wing to Claypool. He shoots and scores for 3.
Well, Torrin Dorn has come up limping. He's having such a big game tonight with a double-double, 13 points and 11 rebounds, and let's see what's bothering him.
Let's hope it's just a cramp.
Yeah, it's above the knee. It looks like he may have gotten a shot in the thigh area, so perhaps a thigh bruise. It did look like he grabbed the area above the knee. We'll see. Boy, he has been so good in this game tonight. Mark Godfrey.
Terry Henderson wanted to help him up, Tony, but he wanted to stay on the floor.
Yeah. Well, let's hope it's that thigh instead of the knee. He's just been so fun to watch him tonight. From the opening tip-off, I mean, he's done everything. The rebounding, the defense with the steals, ability to score, finish in transition. But obviously some concern about him. They're going to try to get him upright right now.
They're helping him up. Let's see if how he's actually going to be helped to the bench.
Yeah, not able to put any pressure at all on that right leg. He's dragging it. Oh, boy. Well, let's hope for the best there.
Well, we saw Terry Henderson go down last year, 6 minutes into the season opener. That was a crusher for the Pack. And now Torrin Dorn being helped by his teammates to the bench. So we have a timeout here at PNC Arena. Pack up by 44 in its final tune-up game. 77-33. State leads Barton College with just under 15 minutes to play. This is the Wolfpack Sports Network.
The PNC Arena was really quiet there during the timeout because Torrin Dorn was helped off the floor, and he's being attended to by trainer Ryan Holloman. Now, I will tell you that the good news is that the orthopedic guys, the doctors, who would normally be involved in what you would consider to be a serious injury, have not gotten involved in this situation. So hopefully he's going to be all right.
Timeout's over. State has the basketball. Here's Smith on a backdoor pass to Abu. Goes to the bucket, misses the shot. Rebound tip toward the NC State bench, and Zach Grant of Barton unable to control it. It's out of bounds. Should be State ball with a new 30 on the shot clock.
You know, Gary, I think it's a cramp. That's what it is, because they've got Torrin Dorn over there just drinking one cup of water after another.
Well, that's what I was hoping for. Pack inbounds. They get it down low to Anya. Low block left. Cross-court skip pass to an open Rowan for 3 right wing. He can't get it to go. Deep rebound comes off, and Grant's got it for Barton. Grant on the dribble drive into the front court from right to left. Grant, left wing. Gets it away to R.J. Claypool. Claypool, one of the starters for Barton, gives it back to Grant. Grant penetrating right of the lane, all the way to the basket, throws up a runner, no good. Rebounded by Lohman, up and in. Isaiah Buck Lohman with his first basket of the game, 77-35 Wolfpack, 14-12 remaining in the game. Henderson has it between the rings, left sideline, left of the lane to Anya. Down left corner to Dennis Smith Jr. Back to Anya on a repost. Anya drives around his man. Ellison puts it up, shot blocked from behind. Loose ball picked up by Claypool. Claypool down the floor to Grant. Into the right-hand corner to Woods. Woods sends it back outside to Grant, who drives, picks it on the wing for a long jumper for three by Claypool, no good. And on the rebound, Ellison hits the deck, and a whistle blows.
Yeah, Torrin Dorn now, Gary, walking to the locker room under his own power, and really not limping anymore. So way he was drinking over there, drinking the water and the Gatorade or whatever they were getting him, you can tell it's just a cramp right in the thigh area.
Foul on Abu, his third. Here's the inbounds pass for Barton. Grant for the baseline, gets it to Claypool. He drives the lane, scoops the hoop, won't go. Rebounded by Abu. He lost it, had a rake from behind, loose ball. Henderson fights for it, but coming up with it is Barton. Here's Buck Lohman going to the basket on a drive. He puts it up over Anya. Shot no good. Anya with a rebound for NC State. Into the game now, point guard is Markel Johnson for the Wolfpack. Johnson controlling between the rings. Right wing to Dennis Smith. Shoots for three. Way off the mark. It's an air ball out of bounds left baseline. And one of the few things that have gone wrong tonight for Dennis Smith Jr. He's had a good game tonight. 20 points unofficially. 77-35 Wolfpack. 13-18 remaining in the game. Lohman leaves. And entering is Jeff Gordon for Barton. Also out of the game is Matt Woods.
See if the Pack can get refocused now. Since Torrin Dorn left the game there, it kind of took the air out of the building a little bit. State has been a little sloppy here over the last minute.
Woods, Claypool, and Lohman leave for Barton, so it's another hockey shift for the Bulldogs. The basketball is Zach Grant. Grant, top of the key, left wing, goes to Thayer, a three-point shooter, in low for Westbrook, and he scores his second basket. Daniel Westbrook, the big 6'10 center, and it's 77-37. Packed by 40 with 12:52 to go. Here's Johnson between the rings against the zone defense. They work it to Johnson on the right wing. Johnson outside of Henderson for three, left of the key. He bangs it off the back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound. It's loose. Westbrook picks it up for Barton. Down the floor to Grant. Down to Thayer. He'll hold up and wait for the backup point guard, Zach Grant. Grant with the basketball deep on the right side. Got away to Thayer. Thayer with 20 to shoot. Down left corner for Westbrook. The big guy shoots a three, and he hits it. Knocked to the floor by Anya, and they play on. Westbrook's first three of the game. Pack inbounds. They get it to Johnson. Fast break layup good at the other end.
There's one of those you were talking about in the pregame, Gary. Inbounding the ball after a made basket and beating Barton down for an easy one.
Barton with the basketball. Here is Jeff Gordon driving in for the right side against Henderson. Shot no good. Ball heading our way on a deflection. It's out of bounds. And let's see who will get it. It'll be Barton basketball with 12:01 remaining. Abu checks out for State. Sean Kirk is in. 79-40 Wolfpack. 12:01 remaining. They are inbound, sideline left. Gets it to Grant. The Virginia native driving to the right elbow. He's double teamed. Ball raked away by Henderson. Grant fights for it. Loose underneath. Picked up. Put up by Claypool. He can't get it to go on two tips. Rebound to State. Headman pass to Smith down the floor. Has it raked away under his own basket by Thayer. Pass to midcourt off the heel of Brown. Picked up by Henderson. Now to Smith. Underneath to Sean Kirk. To Henderson, who drove down the lane. Who dove down the lane, I should say. And his shot was blocked away from behind, out of bounds, and we've got a foul. And I think the foul was on Miguel Brown. If that's the case, it's his third. And it is on Brown, and that will be the first team foul against Barton College in this half. We have timeout. The clock shows 11:36 remaining here at PNC Arena. Final tune-up game for the Pack before Friday night's opener against Georgia Southern. The score, State 79, Barton College 40. This is State basketball on the Wolfpack Sports Network.
NC State making it look easy tonight. The Pack up 77-40 on Barton. We got an update now on Torrin Dorn, who has played so well. A few minutes ago, Torrin Dorn went down under this Barton basket. And I'll tell you, this arena was really quiet. The fans recognizing what an asset this guy's going to be for NC State this year. And especially with his play tonight, Doran with a double-double, 13 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. He limped off. He couldn't put a lot of pressure on his right leg, but you could tell that the way that they were attending to him on the bench, and he was drinking a lot of water, there was a cramp. He walked under his own power back into the tunnel to get stretched out, and now Torn is back on the bench and got a smile on his face, so that's great news. Torn Doran is just fine.
Terry Henderson fouled before the timeout, goes to the foul line for State, hits the first free throw. He has 11 points, 10 here in the first point in the second half. He had 10 in the first half. 80-40. Pack by 40. Back at 41 as Henderson knocks down the second foul shot. Pack shooting 42% here in the second half. Barton's improved to 33. Pack pressing. Barton breaks it. Danny Shand back in. He's their best player at point guard. Gets it away to Gordon, out of Westbrook. Low post pass down low to Brown. Knocked away. Loose ball. Shand gets it top of the key. Left wing to Thayer for 3. He can't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Terry Henderson for State. Outlet pass to Dennis Smith Jr. Here's Dennis up the floor. Right wing gets it to an open Henderson. Shoots a straight on 3. No good. Gets his own rebound. Drives down the lane. Scores. Henderson with 14 points. 83-40 Wolfpack. Barton coming the other way. Danny Shand directing traffic. Sends a pass left wing to Jeff Gordon. Gordon along the left sideline. Looking. He'll penetrate into the tall trees. Puts up the shot. Anya blocks it. Comes up with the ball. Midcourt pass to Smith. Off his hands. He gets it back. Leaves it off for Johnson. He tried a tomahawk dunk. Missed it. Ball comes out near midcourt. Picked up by Brown for Barton. To Shand. Left wing to Thayer. Thayer. Ball hit his head, or he had an open three-point shot. Now he'll bring it outside. Barton will set up its half-court offense. Off a high screen by Westbrook. Here is Shand driving. Clears it to Thayer. Thayer to the cutting Westbrook. Ball knocked out of bounds. Westbrook just dove down the lane, hoping to get the basketball. Wolfpack defender got his hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. Henderson leaves, and Omer Yurtseven with 3 personal fouls comes back in for State.
State's been playing that matchup zone here the last handful of possessions. We'll see if they stay in it.
Shand inbound. Gets off balance. Now tries to throw it in the backcourt. Ball tipped. It's loose. Shand gets it on a deflection on the right wing. Underneath the Westbrook. He lost it. Picked up by Brown. He scores. Miguel Brown with his second basket. He's got 5 points. It is 83-42. State leading and with the ball. Barton playing his own defense. Here's Smith with it. Bullet pass down low to an open Anya inside. Layup good and a foul.
Great pass by Dennis Smith from the top of that zone. We mentioned the other night, Dennis Smith's got the ball. You better have your hands ready to catch it, because he'll fire a fastball your way. BJ kind of bobbled that pass at first, but he was able to regroup and score.
Foul on Thayer, his second. Here's the free throw by Anya, no good. That was the second team foul by Barton. Barton rebound comes off to Jeff Gordon. Gordon sideline left to Shand. He'll bring it up the floor, gets a screen by Westbrook, dives down the lane, hangs, fires, 12-footer good. Danny Shand with 5. 85-44 Wolfpack, 9:42 remaining. State ball, Smith Jr. with it. Off a screen by Anya. Right wing to Markel Johnson. Thayer picking him up in the matchup zone. Now left wing. Ball going to Smith. To Omer Yurtseven left of the lane. Right side to Johnson. Now to Smith, top of the key. Dives down the lane. Hangs, fires off the glass and good. 22 points now for Dennis Smith Jr. 87-44 Wolfpack. Barton ball with 9:15 remaining. Danny Shand will work against Markel Johnson. And looks like the Pack is in a man defense. Here's a strip and a steal by Smith against Westbrook. Drives and jams all the way down the floor. Dennis Smith with 2 consecutive baskets. 24 points for him. He just picked the pocket of the Barton player, went the distance, and jammed it in. Coming the other way is Jeff Gordon, right wing. Trying for the steal is Dennis Smith. He gambles. He loses that time and commits his 3rd personal foul. That'll be the team's 4th. Smith going to go to the bench now for a breather. Maverick Rowan coming back in to join Sean Kirk, B.J. Anya, Omer Yurtseven. And we've got a Wolfpack player tying his shoe, and it's Markel Johnson. So he's the 5th player for the State.
This Dennis Smith breather may last until Friday night. I think way this game's going. Fast break points. NC State 43-7 for Barton.
Matt Woods inbounds for Barton. Gets it to Claypool. He'll drive the lane. Hangs. Hits it high off the glass and got the roll.
Right over Anya. Had to throw it up right off the top of the glass.
That was a scooping runner from way outside. That's 89-46. Here's Rowan for three left wing. Kirk jams in the rebound. 6 for Sean Kirk. He's the leaper on this team. Nobody can get higher than him. 91-46 is the score. Wolfpack, 8:27 remaining. Here's Ellison in the game. Right baseline. Gives on to the cutting Michael Boykin. Boykin scores inside and a foul. Boykin's second basket. Yurtseven picks up his fourth. That'll be the 15th foul on State.
It's been kind of a foul machine here in this game. Almost as many fouls as minutes played. That time Boykin just kind of got into his body. Yurtseven's trying to stay straight up, but he must have dropped one of his arms into the shooter to cause the foul. 5
points for Barton's Michael Boykin. Free throw up, misses badly. Yurtseven with a rebound for State. Outlet to Johnson. Here comes the freshman up the floor. Now to Sean Kirk, right baseline to Johnson behind the arc right wing. He'll go right to the basket. Now sends a pass left side to Maverick Rowan. Down low left block for Anya. To Sean Kirk, spins down the lane, hangs, fires, can't get the basket. He pushed off on the spin move. That'll be an offensive foul on Sean Kirk, his first, team sixth. 91-48 State, 8:07 remaining. Well, one thing, Tony, State hasn't taken its foot off the gas like I thought might happen at halftime.
Well, they're using a lot of different players right now, and kind of the main core guys are getting probably the rest of the night off.
Lohman back in with a basketball. Left baseline drive against Yurtseven. Gives it to Ellison. Cross-court pass. Another bad one picked up by Johnson. Here comes State from left to right. Markel Johnson with the basketball. Sideline right. 7:43 remaining. Right corner to Kirk. He'll drive. He'll try to get to the basket. Can't. Gives it to Yurtseven right of the lane. Now to Johnson. In loaded. B.J. Anya knocks over a man. Ball squirts out of bounds. And I think they're going to say the ball went off of Anya. No foul on the play.
Off Barton.
And it'll be Barton basketball.
No, State ball.
Is that the call?
State ball.
So with 13 to shoot, Barton will get it back when we come back. 7:32 remaining, second half. State 91, Barton College 48. You're listening to NC State preseason basketball on the Wolfpack Sports Network.
7:32 left in this exhibition game. NC State rolling big over Barton, 91-48. The Pack led at the break, 59-23. State has played just terrific basketball tonight. The number that really stands out to me for the Pack, 13 steals in this basketball game. 6 of them by Dennis Smith, 4 by Torin Dorn. Boy, that'll set your fast break in motion. Wolfpack will inbound on the baseline underneath.
So State with 13 to shoot. Sean Kirk will trigger it in. Throws it between the rings straight away to Markel Johnson. Johnson left wing to Kirk, 9 to shoot. Now left of the lane to Anya. Anya double team. He'll put it on the deck, go to the hole, try to throw it up to the basket, and he gets slammed inside. And the foul's going to go on Daniel Westbrook. That'll be his first. And this will send B.J. Anya to the line. The Pack outscoring Barton in fast break points tonight, 43-7. Pack with a 16-board edge on the glass as B.J. hits a free throw. And the place erupts. He only shot 43% from the line last year. Here's the second free throw on the way. No good. Yurtseven with a rebound for State in the middle of the lane. Almost had it raked away. His outlet pass is also deflected out of bounds. But last touch by Barton. It was Woods who got a hand on it, I believe. Or was it off
Rowan?
Rowan. It was off of Rowan. They were battling for the ball sideline right in the Barton front court. And so it'll be Barton ball. Claypool will trigger it in. He bounces it away right sideline and gets it away to Boykin, who drives. Now away to Westbrook. Westbrook left corner, fires for 3, missed it. Rebound pulled down by Hicks, who just checked in during that last time out for State.
Darius Hicks.
And a foul against Hicks goes on Isaiah Buck-Lohman.
Hicks going to kind of inherit that role by Leonard Freeman. Defender, rebounder, maybe with a little more bounce, and he's played well when he's been in there tonight.
92-48, State with the ball in the lead. Here's Yurtseven at the free throw line. Sends a pass right wing to Johnson. Penetrates. Cross-court skip pass to Mav Rowan. Rowan starts to drive. Pushes off against Claypool. But Claypool bangs into him. And it's a foul on R.J. Claypool of Barton. That'll be his second. That's Barton's 5th team foul here in the second half. So the Pack will inbound along the far sideline. Darius Hicks will throw it in to Markel Johnson. Johnson along the sideline. Tries to penetrate. Gets it to Rowan for three. Left wing. Good. That was a deep three from the side by Rowan. 12 points for him, and it's 95-48. 6:37 remaining. Wolfpack in command as Michael Boykin penetrates left of the lane against Kirk. He gets by him, lays it in, but in doing so, he travels, and that's another turnover for Barton. 18 in the game. 95-48 Wolfpack, and the Pack hit 100 again. I'd say the chances are good with 6:23 remaining. Here's Kirk with it, left wing to Rowan for three. He bangs it off the back iron, no good, and Hicks can't get the rebound. It's taken away there by Lohman. Outlet pass to Matt Woods. Woods into the front court off a high screen by Westbrook. Sends a pass left wing to Michael Boykin. Boykin to Lohman. Drives the lane against Hicks. Puts up the shot. Missed it. Rebound Kirk. Long pass down the floor to the streaking Markel Johnson. Unloads to Rowan. He lays it in. Maverick Rowan from Markel Johnson. Another bucket for Rowan here in the second half. 97-48 Wolfpack. 5:48 remaining. Barton College with a basketball. Buck Lohman with it, top of the key. Stops. Hands off to Woods. Back to Buck Lohman on a pick and pop. He'll fire a jumper from just inside the arc. Left wing, no good. Tipped up and good by Michael Boykin. 7 points for him. 97-50. Packed by 47 with 5:28 to go. Here's Johnson with it to Kirk, who is standing on the right sideline. That's a turnover for the Pack. 16 against NC State in this game.
Get ready. 5 more new Barton players coming to the game.
It's another hockey shift for head coach Ron Levency. Into the ball game, Miguel Brown, as well as Zach Grant, gives it on the right wing for a jump shot. Right of the lane, no good. That was taken by Danny Shand. Rebound Pack. Rowan running to Kirk. Jams it.
Boy, that's a nice little hook pass by Maverick Rowan. A no-look pass from right to left to his streaking teammate.
Kirk beat everybody down the floor and was rewarded. 99-50 Wolfpack. 5:04 to go. Here's Brown with it. On the wing to Zach Grant. Now to Shand behind the arc left wing. He'll dive into the lane. Throws up a circus shot over Yurtseven, but Yurtseven hip checks him. And we've got a whistle and a foul on Omer Yurtseven, and I believe that's 5.
That is.
So Yurtseven is fouled out. 5 fouls, only 2 points for Yurtseven with 4:57 remaining.
Yeah, too bad for him because this is the last chance he's going to be able to play in a game until December 15th. But tonight he just couldn't stay away from the fouls.
Danny Shand to the line. Airballs the first free throw. Yep, Yurtseven's going to miss the first 9 regular season games for the Wolfpack with NCAA eligibility issues. But this guy's a big-time recruit, even though he hadn't had a great game tonight. Shand knocks down the second free throw, and it's 99-51. Wolfpack can hit 100 on this possession. 4:52 to go. Here is a lob inside from Maverick Rowan, but it's off the rim and off a hand, and here comes Shand with it for Barton the other way. His fast break layup won't go. It's followed in by Brown. And now we got a foul, I think, on the inbounds. Brown got the basket, 7 points. And
Shand's upset about something.
I don't know whether he just...
Yeah, he
got
fouled.
squeezed in there with B.J. Anya.
It's a technical foul. Yeah.
Technical foul called on number 10.
So was there a foul before that one? Because technical is a personal as well. I think there was just the technical, so that'll be his 4th personal foul, team 6th.
I think it got Shand got hung up with Maverick Rowan. Now the official's talking to Maverick Rowan, trying to calm him down a little bit. Mav will go to the foul line, shoot a couple here. Be a technical free throw for him.
Here's the foul shot up and good. Maverick has a 3 and a 2 this half, and now the free throw, so that should be 16 points for him if I'm correct. Here's the second one good. So he hits both technical free throws. Shand is going to leave the game to cool down, and back comes Matt Woods for Barton College. Shand is the best player for Barton, but he's been held to just 6 points tonight. 4:40 remaining, 101-53. Thanks to those 2 free throws just sunk moments ago by Maverick Rowan. Pack winning big with 4:38 to go. Here's Markel Johnson into the front court, guarded by Zach Grant. Right wing to Kirk. They double team him to the top of the key, and Hicks. The freshman sends it right wing to Kirk. Now right of the lane to Anya. Anya cross court skip pass to Johnson. He'll dive down the lane. Kicks it to Kirk. Now to Rowan. Right of the key. Fires a jumper for 3. Missed it. And on the rebound, I think it's off Ellison of Barton, which would give the Pack a new 30 on the shot clock with 4:19 to go. That's the call. It's going to be State ball out on the baseline. 101-53 Wolfpack, 4:19 to go. Kirk inbounds. He gets it away to Markel Johnson. The freshman point guard, left side of the lane to Anya, back to Johnson. Back to Anya on a repost. Left of the down low on the left block. His pass to the wing picked off by Zach Grant. Grant down the floor. Grant with a basketball. Left wing to Woods. He fakes left, goes right, dives down the lane, shoots a runner off the rim and in. 4 points for Matt Woods. First basket this half, and it's 101-55. Wolfpack with the ball in the lead. 3:51 remaining. Maverick Rowan right wing lobs for Hicks, and he missed the jam. And the ball deflects out of bounds into the Wolfpack bench. That almost took the basket down. And we have a timeout called. I believe Barton has called the timeout. 3:46 remaining. Your score, 101-55. State leads Barton College in the Wolfpack's final preseason game of the year. This is the Wolfpack Sports Network.
Staying with another lopsided win, what's going to be a win, here in the second exhibition game. 101-55 Wolfpack over Barton. 3:46 remaining in the game. Kind of mop-up time, but some guys getting a chance to play valuable minutes. Darius Hicks in there. Sean Kirk playing. He's done some good things tonight. Kirk with 8 points and 3 rebounds. And Mark Gottfried has a little depth on this team. Torn Doran is okay, we believe. I think it was a cramp in his thigh area, but Torn Doran before that was great in this game. 13 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. We got another glimpse of why Dennis Smith Jr. was so highly acclaimed. 9 of 14 tonight, 24 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 6 steals for Dennis Smith. I'll tell you, the other guy that settled in tonight, Gary, his second game, Markel Johnson. And he's going to play some meaningful minutes for NC State as a backup point guard. He has 6 assists here in this ball game for the Wolfpack.
No turnovers.
Yeah, excellent job by him. State's also missed 3 dunks tonight, but I'll tell you, some missed dunks are more spectacular than others, and they've all been kind of exciting to watch. Kind of like a Babe Ruth strikeout. You know, everybody would stand on their feet. They'd say with Babe Ruth, even when he would strike out. What we got here? Another technical foul?
Yeah, I think maybe the ball was kicked. I'm not exactly sure what constituted this.
Well, Barton's at the foul line.
It was on the inbounds. Jeff Gordon makes the first technical free throw. Here's the second one good. So he's got 10 points. The only person for Barton tonight in double-figure scoring. And it looks like Mark Gottfried's going to clean the bench here now. Sean Kirk will stay in. Hicks will stay in. But Western Carolina transfer 6'10" Tucker Thompson has checked in with Chris Corciani Jr. and Chris Brickhouse, 3 of the scout team players. So Barton gets the ball following the technical. Here's Brown with it along the left sideline. Hands off to Grant. Grant on a handoff weave, gives it to Jeff Gordon. Gordon's going to penetrate against Corciani, and a whistle and a foul on Chris Corciani Jr. That'll be his first, and that will be the 8th team foul on the Pack here in the second half. So Gordon back to the line for a 1 and bonus free throw attempt.
Another one of the walk-on reserves, Spencer Newman, who we saw Thursday night. He has got a boot on the bench, and he's wearing street clothes tonight. So he injured himself here in practice over the last couple of days, apparently.
A technical foul on State a moment ago was on Terry Henderson. And again, it occurred,
He was in the game?
but I wasn't looking down at that end of the floor at the moment. He went to the bench right after the technical foul. Gordon knocks in the first of the 1-on-1 free throw attempts, so he gets the bonus. Here's the second one on the way. He can't get that one to go. Kirk way up there to grab the rebound for the Wolfpack. Gives it up to Chris Corciani Jr. Corciani with a basketball. Deep on the right side, behind the arc right wing to Sean Kirk. Kirk to Corciani, 19 to shoot. Back to Kirk. Kirk with the ball above the head to Corciani. He penetrates, kicks it in the left-hand corner for Darius Hicks. 12 to shoot. Back to Corciani. Open baseline jumper from the left side. Rims off. No good. And the rebound comes down to Brown. Brown down the floor to Dante Artis, who played a little in the first half. He's back in now to Thayer for 3 as the Martins clean the bench. Thayer misses the three-pointer. Sean Kirk with a rebound, brings it up the right sideline for State. Gets it to Corciani. 2 players try to rake the ball out of his hands. He gets it to Kirk for a right baseline jumper. No good. Rebound tipped outside. Darius Kirk got it along the left sideline. Kirk with basketball. 2:38 remaining. 101-58. Corciani deep on the right side. Cross court skip pass to Hicks for a long bomb for 3. No good. Jammed back in by Sean Kirk. Another dunk.
That's the second time he's flown in against zone defense from the wing. Nobody getting a body on him early.
103-58 State. Here's Barton's Dante Artis spinning down the lane. Throws up a wild circus shot. No good. It's rebounded by Tucker Thompson for State. To Corciani. Down the floor to Kirk. Back to Corch. Now right of the lane to Tucker Thompson. He splits 2 defenders. Layup good. Tucker Thompson's first basket out of Huntersville, North Carolina, and Western Carolina University. 105-58 State. 2 minutes to go. And Ron Levency wants to get a couple of his players into the game. For the first time coming in tonight is Darius Coleman, a 6'3" redshirt freshman. And Michael Boykin is coming back in. 105-58 State. 2 minutes to go in the game. Thayer will inbound. Almost in front of us here at midcourt. Gets it to Dante Artis, the 5'11" guard. Releases to Michael Boykin. Boykin sends it. Left wing to the new man in the lineup, Coleman. Coleman down low to Artis against Corciani. Tries a baseline jumper, a tough shot. And Chris Corciani Jr. commits his second personal foul. The Pack over the 10 foul limit, so 2 free throws coming up here for Barton. Barton has fouled 6 times here in the second half. Dante Artis, who has not scored tonight, transfer from Merced Community College, will go to the line for 2 free throws, and he hits it first. Here's a kid coming off of serious knee surgery. His availability lately has been day-to-day. Second free throw won't go. Rebound knocked around. He comes up with it. The shooter tried to put it up again. Artis, it's blocked. And a foul is going to go against Tucker Thompson for State. That'll be his first personal. And back to the line again goes Dante Artis, where he hit 1 out of 2 just seconds ago. 105-45 State. Here's the free throw, no good. 105-59, I should say, State, with 1:45 remaining. As the final minutes tick down here for the exhibition season. Second free throw good by Artis. So he's 2 out of 4, and it's 105-60. Wolfpack State with the ball, 1:40 remaining. Corciani into the front court. He's the point guard now against a zone defense. Right wing by Kirk, down to Corciani. Left side to Hicks, 16 to shoot. Hicks tries to feed it down low to Brickhouse. Brickhouse gets it back to Hicks in the corner, 11 to shoot. Now to Kirk, right of the key. Kirk to an open Corciani, fires a jumper for 3, off to the left, no good. Rebounded there by Thayer for Barton. Thayer brings it up, sideline left, into the front court. Gives it away to Coleman, and the bench jockey launches a long 3, doesn't get it to go. Kirk with the rebound, headman pass to Corciani. Corciani down the floor from left to right, now to Hicks. Hicks between the rings. 1 minute left to go to Thompson. Underneath the Brickhouse, 2-hand jam. There's the basket for the hard-working scout team player Chris Brickhouse out of Barton High in Raleigh.
And it came out of zone set. It was really executed well in the high-low there.
Long bomb by Thayer straight on over Brickhouse, won't go. Rebounded by State. Here comes Hicks out of the pack with it. He'll rise and fire in transition. Good for three from the left wing for Darius Hicks. His first second-half basket. He's got 8 points off the bench, and it's 110-60.
I'm going to predict that's his last 3 of the season.
I think you're right. 33 seconds left. Driving the lane is Artis. Strip stolen away. Corciani out of the pack with it. Corch to the free throw line. Floater is up and rims in. Corciani's got a basket. 112-60 Wolfpack. 23 seconds remaining. State's got its biggest lead of the game at 112-60. Here's Artis with it. Artis driving against Corciani. Takes it all the way to the basket. Thompson blocks the shot into the hands of Corciani, and here comes State from left to right. Corciani down the floor with 7 seconds left. Lobs for Thompson underneath. Puts it on the deck. Reverse layup. Won't go. 2 seconds. Rebounded by Boykin. 60-footer at the horn. Won't go. And that's the ball game. Final score as the pack winds up the exhibition slate. 112-60. State wins over Barton College. And how about this? The Pack's biggest lead came at 112-60. What a performance by the Wolfpack tonight. Just about everything that could go right did, Tony.
Yeah, I love the man-to-man defense especially. NC State wanted to be a little bit more active with its man-to-man, give up less dribble penetration early in the game, and we saw an improved man-to-man defensive team here early in that ball game. Much more disruptive. The Pack getting its hands on a lot of basketballs. 14 steals for the Pack tonight. And I think the guy that kind of set the tone early in this game was Torrin Dorn. He was just doing a little bit of everything, playing defense, rebounding, scoring, assists. He just had a beautiful game until he left the ball game early in the second half. He had that cramp, and they chose not to bring him back. No reason to when you got such a big lead. But this is a team that they've shown us, especially tonight, they're going to really be exciting to watch, especially if they're able to dig down on defense and create transition opportunities, because this team can really run. 52 fast break points for the Pack tonight, only 7 for Barton.
And that is one of the big numbers of this game. And, folks, that is a big number. Final score, State 112, Barton 60. Now the games start counting starting Friday night as the Pack opens up the regular season against Georgia Southern here at PNC Arena. Network airtime 6 o'clock for a 7 o'clock tip-off. We pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is State basketball on the Wolfpack Sports Network. Stay tuned next for the Duke Energy post-game show as the Pack beats Barton College tonight here at PNC Arena by 52 points. This is the Wolfpack Sports Network.